Oh yeah, MDWA, the certified killers are here. Tonight, November 9th, at the Tipton Academy. Down goes Tiger, down goes Tasha. Tell him, X. X ain't here for talking. He hears the beating. X.
Garden City, this is the plus-size Terminator, Rick Carday coming at you. And I'm inviting you personally to the Tipton Elementary tonight. The doors are 6 o'clock. It's the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association. When you come in, you have to watch me hunt down that Judas Tyler Dean. I'll see you all tonight.
You see it, Garden City, you already know what time it is. It's November 9th, and it's the Hostile Takeover, presented by MDWA, and I am Roy, the Working Man Williams, AKA that dude, and I am up for the MDWA's Twitch Championship, and it's up against Evan Encore, and you already know what time it is. Tonight, I will walk out the new Twitch champion. See you there. You see it.
I am the premier talent, Dave Kitch, wrestler, announcer. And tonight, right here in Garden City, Michigan, the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association is going to present Hostile Takeover. And I can guarantee you one thing. When the bell sounds and the match is over, you're going to hear the ring announcer make an announcement that sounds a lot like this. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, the premier talent, Dave Kitch.
That one more time, MDWA fans, welcome back to the Tipton Academy for MDWA Hostile Takeover. I'm your host tonight, Matt Harris, and as always, we have a stellar card for you tonight. A lot of matches underway, but before we get the action going, I have a very special guest I'd like to welcome to the ring. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Freedom Ramsey!
Okay. Oh. MDWA Hostile Takeover, starting off with a bang.
And we got Freedom in the ring. Freedom is going to let us know, what he's been up to and what he plans to do now that he is back at the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association. I am Ryan Fury, joined always with my co-host, Yoda the Bard.
Ramsey, it is so good to have you back in an MDWA ring. Fans, do you agree with me? Now, long-time MDWA fans will know you as their mayor. They'll know you as a former MDWA champion. They'll also know you as the guy who last year was signed to the WWE ID program. You had a match with WWE Evolve on Tubi, but a few months ago, you announced your decision to leave the WWID program to Freedom Ramsey. Can you please share your thoughts about your experience?
Well, first off, it feels great to be back inside the MDWA ring.
Woo!
Hey, I've been through one heck of a ride. Being the first ever WWE ID prospect of the great state of Michigan. Training at the WWE Performance Center.
Echoey. It's awful.
Seeing guys that we see on TV each and every week. Finally got to follow me on Instagram once he got signed. But you know, I talk back up with him. I always told him, bro, I'm gonna catch you. I didn't know how you got there before me was did. Anyways, as you can see, the chase is still going on, but I'm not chasing the young OG. Nah, I'm not even chasing the contract anymore. Because what I realized is the world is in trouble. Let's just say I had the freedom. I gave myself the freedom to do it.
Oh my God, they gotta turn that mic down. It's okay.
Freedom's being interrupted.
You know, only a certain individual inside of MDWA would have the gall, the gumption, the temerity.
And Castro.
They call him the Show. Castro has entered the ring.
Castro Young deciding to ask for the microphone, and hopefully he'll explain to us why exactly he felt the need to interrupt Freedom Ramsey.
You're really out here talking about something that we knew would happen. Like, you think these people care that Javon Evans unfollowed you on Instagram? You're putting them to sleep. You know they need showtime. Shut your mouth.
Castro not making any friends here inside of this crowd right now.
No, Castro definitely pissing out the people here in Garden City, but
watch out. Bring your volume down.
You haven't been here the past few months. Let me tell you what Showtime has been doing. I beat Miles Montaigne. The review isn't in order anymore. Evan Encore is on his way out the door. I beat Justin Thomas. Shut up.
Goodness, baby.
I am sick of these people booing me.
I think we figured it out. I think we're figuring it out.
Like you.
The Tipton Academy knows what their alliance is, and it's with Freedom right now.
I am better than you, and I'm going to prove it. Right here, right now. Face me like a man.
oh, we've already got a referee.
Oh, well, the referee is into the ring. Freedom taking his shirt off. It looks like we've got ourselves an impromptu match right now. It's Freedom versus Castro. Hostile Takeover is live right now. Of course, the voice of the people, Yoda the Bard, alongside my friend Ryan of Fury.
Yeah, this is a very interesting situation.
Looking good?
Freedom
Looking
was
good?
just talking. Freedom was just talking, and the next thing we know, Castro completely interrupts him and is now requesting a one-on-one contest. The ref calls for the bell. The two men ready to lock up and prove who is the better wrestler.
Collar and elbow tie up into a wrist lock. Overhand.
Oh, but I gotta give Castro credit here. He's showing Freedom why he believes he's the better wrestler. And no!
Shoulder lock into a wrist lock combination.
Wait. trying for that belly-to-belly slam. Get belly-to-back slam. Oh,
Slow into a counter.
Around.
Oh,
and there's the
traditional
slam.
collegiate style slam. Just taking out back control, just to making sure they roll into the ropes.
Oh, we're in the ropes and he's out of the ring.
Hostile Takeover starting with a bang here. We didn't think that we were going to get to see Freedom. Castro came out, interjecting himself. And now the arrogance is showing. And now we're getting a little
arrogance versus intelligence. We're talking about a man who came out here, called for a match. He rolled out. He said, "Hey, this is the time to take a break, to slow it down." Oh, and Freedom's trying to come in, and Castro is now taking it to Freedom. See, he needed that time out. It was a smart intellectual decision.
So when it comes down to smart intellectual decisions, they don't beat pure athleticism. Big hip drop. Atomic drop. Flying elbow.
And Freedom
moving with intensity.
But then he took his time to scream his name, and he got slapped for it. I'm just saying, like, I'm not disrespecting Mr. Ramsey. I'm not trying to start a fight here. But I am just saying, if he would have stayed on the ball, maybe he'd be the one still in control.
You gotta understand something. We talk about the arrogance, Castro. The thing that we don't mention enough is his ring acumen and ability. The attitude beside itself. He is an incredibly skilled professional wrestler.
That's very correct. And now he is on there trying to stay on his opponent, go for the pin.
2 count.
And Freedom somehow kicks out at 2. And there comes the back elbow from Freedom. Oh, another
Freedom
back
trying
elbow.
to gain some momentum against the onslaught of Castro.
It was the shortest spear I've ever seen, but it was highly effective by Freedom Ramsey. Now Castro taking it to Freedom's back. Castro is 100% trying to show Freedom why he believes he is not only the better man, but the better wrestler.
Look, standing inside of the ring and talking that talk is one thing, but Castro has been sort of physically dominant throughout the majority of this wrestling match there, Mr. Fury. And like, this is unusual to see someone with the skill and the strength of Freedom being taken to task the way that he is right now.
Well, and it's because he's paying attention to what is important here, which is what he is allowed to do and to stay on his opponent. When he had him against the ropes, he knew that he had a 5 count, so the ref can count, but I am going to keep this hold there. And then, ow!
Big elbow counter into a big boot. Freedom misses with the lariat. Holds the ropes. Big clothesline. What is that, the Itagiri?
That was a leg lariat, and then brings him
An X-Factor from the second rope. Turns him over. 1,
2, and
kick out
only
at
a
2.
2 count.
Thank you.
And Freedom is hurting. You can see him grabbing at his back right now.
Utilizing the energy from this crowd, a very partisan crowd here at the Tipton Academy.
Very partisan. Oh.
Castro with unfortunately a veteran move that utilizing that short little moment to take back control of this match. Float over from the vertical suplex, turns it around. Forearm to the back of the neck.
Forearm to the back of the neck.
Senton backsplash.
And Castro Young just called out his opponent, screaming his own catchphrase.
Look, I just complimented this young man earlier in the match about his wrestling acumen, but the attitude, is holding him back. He's blaming the fans. He's blaming the crowd. He's blaming the hundreds here inside of the Tipton Academy against his own success. He's tired of people booing him. Well, if he wasn't grandstanding and hot dogging in the middle of the ring, he would probably already have this match won with the skill that he has. Freedom Ramsey with a counter. Top rope, axe handle.
1, 2,
3 count there. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Freedom Ramsey, here for your opening contest for Hostile Takeover. Woo!
Yeah,
That was all right.
that was amazing. Freedom 100% came back. It definitely looked like Castro was going to take him to the limit here tonight, and it was not to be. Freedom was ready. That WWE workout that he had brought him to the next level.
I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. I would like to welcome everyone that's going to be watching us live all over on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live right now. I am the voice of the people, Yoda the Bard, and alongside me, the only color inside a color commentary, the purple and the green, my partner, Mr. Ryan Fury. Ryan Fury, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I got to say that was one hell of a match. It was very fun to watch Freedom getting that last-minute win off that double axe handle.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall! Ref Thaddeus is inside of the ring. Make sure that everything moves correctly. Oh!
Woo! And Houdini and Anthony Garcia.
The team of the Headhunter, Anthony Garcia, and the most efficient, Houdini.
Houdini and Anthony Garcia coming out to the ring. Speed, power, and grace all wrapped up inside of a tag team package that verifiably is most efficient.
No, this looks like two guys you definitely don't want to meet in an alley, let alone in a wrestling ring.
I tell you
They are ready to put a hurting on their opponent.
I tell you that Anthony Garcia is a serious heavyweight. Who's going to be coming out to face them here at Hostile Takeover? Oh!
Oh, hey. To be
the fans
the
excited.
Golden Empire.
Golden Empire definitely in the building. But who do you think that TJK is going to be tagging with tonight there, Mr. Fury?
That's a really great question.
There's a lot of
look like the Golden Empire is just here to have TJ's back today. They are not getting into the ring for this match.
TJK wisely not entering into the ring until his tag team partner shows up. Do we got any idea in the back who is going to be wrestling with TJK? Anybody?
And introducing his partner.
They forgot.
And I'm literally standing in anticipation here.
I think that they're doing they're drawing straws in the back to try to figure out who's going to be the partner for TJK.
I gotta say one thing. TJ is in the wrong position here. If I was in this position and I didn't have a partner, which is seemingly you did, I'd be behind these people so you could sneak up behind them.
Well, we're looking around.
Wait.
Oh! It's
just in time.
It's the young goat. The young goat just in time coming to the call of TJK.
And now TJK and just in time.
Yeah, goat. Let's get him. So Golden Empire recruiting the young goat, and here we go. We're off to the races real early here.
TJK looked at the young goat and he said, "This is your initiation into the Golden Empire. You better make it count." And then look at TJK. Anthony right out of the ring. People don't understand. Like they look at TJ. They know that he's strong. They know that he's tough. But one of the things that they don't pay attention to is that they don't realize just how wiry this young man is.
Topes to the outside. Magic Topes to the outside. Here we go. Now we're in. Match officially underway. We got Houdini in there with TJK inside of the live tag corner there.
And there's a tag just in time. The ref caught it, and here we go.
Little double team move. Hip toss way down deep.
They're a little off time here, but
it's still early in the match.
He'll figure it out.
Little chest tenderization there coming from the young goat.
And now TJ.
All right, little more double team action here. Vertical suplex.
Vertical suplex.
Woo, big time. One. Barely a one count. Anthony Garcia on the inside.
Just taking him right to the ground.
And when you got an equalizer like Anthony Garcia inside of your corner like that, you want to make sure that you do not let them burn a tag very, very, very seriously.
Yes, totally accurate. Houdini picks him up with a big side backbreaker. And that just was painful to watch.
So then there's an inverted hammerlock. So with
is this an inverted hammerlock, or is this like the streets? No, I think it's the sleeper hold. He had the sleeper hold on the ground with him, with kind of a cravat hold on.
The cravat was definitely rocked in. Oh, big, serious Irish whip into the corner.
Into the corner.
But no, Houdini close, taunting the tag from the young goat.
And now the young goat is coming into the ring, but no, he's caught by the referee. The ref is not seeing Anthony Garcia choking.
And like when you have a man of that size putting the weight down on your shoulder with the spear, Houdini with the spear. TJK is in serious trouble right now.
And Houdini is just letting him.
They have effectively cut off the ring.
And did you hear Anthony Garcia? He's telling them. He said, so pathetic. You really tried.
German suplex with the release.
That
deep on the inside right now. Hostile Takeover MDWA. Beautiful tag team action.
Oh.
TJK with an uppercut. Just a strike out of desperation. Forearm strike. Houdini is reeling.
Oh, and a big old Superman punch. And the fans are trying to get him.
Houdini grabs the ankle.
Oh.
He gets brushed off.
Kick back to Houdini.
And the hot tag comes in for the young goat.
And they both double drop kick.
Hardy Boy stuff,
Hardy
he
Boy
says.
stuff. Oh!
A whisper in the
Poetry
wind.
Motion. And they are taking it to their opponents. But wait, Houdini picking up just
slowing
in
down
time.
the rubber. Neckbreaker. Justin.
Into a RKO almost ace crusher right there. Like, that was insane. Oh, big boot.
Big boot. TJK going up to the
right
top.
to the face. JJ up.
Big frog splash.
Frog splash. Anthony's trying to catch him.
And that's it.
Barely stopped him from getting in there. And you see how mad that young man is. I don't know if I would like that man to be mad.
Anthony Garcia was never tagged into this match.
Not once.
Not a single time. Just in time, TJK pulls off an emphatic victory against Houdini and Anthony Garcia. Anthony Garcia has definitely got some questions for his partner right now. He was not tagged into that match a single time, and that cost his team. When you have a cooler like that on the outside, to not tag in, that just shows youth and arrogance, Mr. Fury.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. There's no way that you could talk about it. And as you can see, Anthony definitely noticed it. He's definitely angry about it. And I just, in my brain, I go, you know, if you're going to get yourself a giant, make sure he's dumb, especially if you're not going to tag him in.
I think that man, Anthony Garcia, is going to be a problem in the backstage area, and that's a problem that I definitely don't want to try to solve out here.
Yeah, if I was Houdini, I would try to figure out that I make sure that I don't get the hot tag in the parking lot or in the backstage.
Golden Empire might have made themselves a new recruit. One of my MVPs from Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association, just in time, and TJK with a beautiful victory.
No doubt about it.
A raffle giveaway tonight. One lucky person will be the winner of a TV.
Whoa!
And at the end of your mission, you'll be giving that TV away to one lucky person. You have to be in attendance to receive that TV. Best of luck to you, whoever's in the round. If you're not watching on TV, you're right here live inside the Tipton Academy for more MDWA action. So let's get the next match underway. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall to a finish. We got ourselves an incredible card of wrestling action that's going to be coming up.
No doubt about it. And the lights go out. Who is coming down to the ring? It is the Duality with Johnny Bradford of the Bradford Exchange.
Johnny Bradford making his way to the ring with the Duality, William Price.
Johnny Bradford, the manager of champions, the manager of managers, as far as I've been concerned, in all of the 20 years that I have been watching this man work. Johnny has managed more champions in his career than any other manager I know of in Michigan. And here at the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association. He is running the largest group of individuals, the Bradford Exchange. And here comes William Bryce's opponent, Rick Cartier.
Rick Cartier.
From the 605 Studios, weighing at 300 pounds of power, the plus-size Terminator, old school, Rick Cartier.
Rick Cartier calls himself old school, but old school is just well seasoned here at Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association. You can tell that that is a serious individual right there that the duality is going to have to try to deal with. Oh, hey.
And Rick Cartier is trying to call him in. Rick Cartier.
Johnny Bradford has to be held back and restrained.
Johnny was ready. See, what a lot of people don't realize is that Johnny was a fabulous wrestler and a great physique. This is a man's man, you know.
Referee on the inside making sure that everybody is standing up to the rules and regs.
And the ref calls for the bell. And Rick and William Bryce, they are circling big lockup.
Collar and elbow tie up.
Yeah, how'd you think that was gonna go? That's a big mamma jamma.
That is a lot.
As they used to say.
That is a lot of man that you're trying to meet inside of the center of the ring. You might want to try to not isolate this individual and to test the strength there. William Bryce not listening to commentary because he can barely hear us as it is.
Of course. And I totally get it. But the reality is that Rick Cartier, Mr. Old School, pulls William Bryce. Ooh. He went for that sneaky punch, and Rick Cartier was completely prepared for it.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing about Old School. Is that Old School's seen a lot of things. Old School has learned a lot of things. Old School's experienced a lot of things. Referee putting a count on William Bryce right now. He's getting some counsel over here from Johnny Bradford.
Yeah, I can't argue with you there. I mean, Rick Cartier, you know, being someone who's been through some things, seen some things, and now, William Bryce locks up,
ducks under, and he
can't quite lift him. He eats that chop.
Oh!
Yeah, kid, I don't think that was what you. Old school hockey style. Oh man!
Shout out to the Red Wings.
Detroit.
Shout out to the Red Wings. Taking it back to the old school Bob Probert style.
Slap to the face.
Oh!
And here he's calling for a hip check.
You need to get out of here.
And it's a good thing he moved, because I'm pretty sure that once that body starts to moving, it does not like a stopping. And that would have been William Bryce's full skull.
William Bryce is just a little too cheeky for somebody the size and the veteran status of Rick Cartier. Thumb to the eyes is a great equalizer, though.
Yeah, thumb to the eyes is an incredible equalizer. I was going to say, if you see how Rick hit him from one side of the ring to the other. And now Johnny Bradford making his paycheck.
The reason why he has been the manager of so many champions is because of the dastardly display that he is willing to put forth in order to keep belts inside of the Bradford Exchange.
That's right. And now William Bryce, see, this is what he was hoping to be. He was hoping to bring the pain to Rick Cartier, and now he is taking control of this match.
The thing about wrestling an individual of that size and stature is that it takes a lot of energy to get yourself back up off the mat. So keeping someone like Rick Cartier grounded is going to behoove William Bryce so much more. But I don't think that he had it in him.
No,
Back to that corner.
Agree.
Open hand strikes.
And now, wait.
Rick Cartier with the Irish whip.
And William Bryce eats a back elbow, goes in again, and now he eats a boot. Rick Cartier, ooh, Dusty Rhodes style punches.
Flip, flop, and fly.
Oh, yeah, bionic elbow. And he is coming
Big
in.
duck under.
Big pickup.
Ooh, sidewalk slam.
No, that was a belly to back.
That was a belly to back suplex. 2 count only.
That was one of the greatest drops on the head that you can take.
Rick Cartier calling on the fans here in the Tipton Academy.
I'm really surprised. I would say, like, you know, I get it, you know, I don't get it. Like, why would you cheer for this guy? But then again, I look around at the people here at Garden City, and it makes a little bit of sense.
Wow.
They relate.
Buster! And a 3 count.
Rick Cartier wins the match.
Size Terminator, old school, Rick Cartier.
Old school Rick Cartier with the victory. An emphatic note.
Wait.
Cartier is calling for the mic. Rick Cartier is calling for the mic.
You know, the last time I was in this building, Tyler Dean took a steel chair to my skull.
Oh.
He ended a year of tag team, but years of friendship. So Tyler Dean, I'm challenging you anytime, any place, and you will know I cannot be stopped. I cannot be reasoned with. I'm the plus-size Terminator, bitch.
Oh, Rick Cartier.
Rick Cartier.
Crossing the line with the words, but he is calling out Tyler Dean. Uh-oh. And I think we might get an answer right now.
You know, the hits just keep on coming here tonight for Hostile Takeover. It seems like there's a lot of scores that need to be settled.
And William Bryce still down after that attack, just being fanned by Johnny as we wait for Tyler. And Tyler has got to be faking him out with the music right now.
So he's milking it. He's making sure that he milks it.
Oh, here he comes. Tyler Dean. Arrogant as ever. And as trashy as a hookup on a trailer.
Hi, Ricky. You don't look too happy to see me right now. Even though you're the one who called me out. Wait, you talk about the years of friendship, we forget all the baggage I had to drag along the way. All the title matches I had to get us through. All the drives that I had to do driving. All that. All those years, you took advantage of me. And now you're wondering why I did the things I did? Maybe you are that stupid. So I'll indulge you here, Rick.
Oh, Rick Cartier running at Tyler.
He's an angry Terminator. But I'm doing great tonight, considering looking at the sweat dripping down, the bruise already forming. You're already not 100%. So you know what? You're on. Tonight.
Oh, Rick Cartier calling.
Tyler Dean, Rick Cartier.
Be careful what you wish for, bitch.
Oh, and another big hard for the little man.
It seems to me that tonight we are making a whole lot of mess that needs to be cleaned up. It seems really interesting, though, that somebody like Rick Cartier calls out Tyler Dean.
I feel like what most makes this the hostile takeover is the takeover and hostility of the boys in the back completely deciding how this show is going to function.
Some women's action.
Oh, we got a women's match here tonight.
Women's match.
One fall.
One fall!
For the MDWA Women's Championship.
Oh, we got Sutton Gold
We
on
got
the
a
line here
women's
for
title
Hostile
match.
Takeover.
That means Brittany K is in the building.
Introducing first, the challenger from Saginaw, Michigan. She is from Phoenix, Athena J.
Athena J from Saginaw, Michigan. Coming all the way here to challenge for gold here at Hostile Takeover.
One of the things that people don't think about in terms of fire is obviously with Phoenix is most often you think red, but blue fire actually burns hotter than red flame. So this is a highly Spitfire individual coming down to the ring.
Not only are you adept at color commentary, but you also give us a chemistry exam.
Yes, sir. Now the question is, can Brittany K keep a hold of her title? And who is the other
Wait,
opponent?
whoa. A next challenger? Is this a three-way? Amusing choice.
Zenith is in the building.
Representing the Golden Empire.
Golden Empire.
For the mommies,
Did he just say that she was the mommy for the mommies? I mean, she's got the muscle to boot it.
Zenith Zion, member of the Golden Empire, fan favorite here at the Tipton Academy.
And finally, introducing the champion.
Yeah, I gotta say, the Golden Empire is getting a lot of love here tonight. But here comes our champ, Brittany K. It has been quite a bit of time since Brittany K has not been women's champion. And though she was not here,
Bradford Exchange. She is the baddest brawler, the MDWA Women's Champion, Brittany K.
Brittany K, triumphant, gorgeous, aggressive, strong-willed, strong-minded, strong-bodied, and your women's champion.
I want to hear you say nice things about her.
he said nothing but nice things last minute.
Say nice things. This guy's a moron. You're an idiot. Okay.
Glad to see you again.
I don't get that guy. Is it like 37 screw looses or just like one?
Personally, I believe that an individual that believes that he is going to benefit from all of the relationships that he has running right now inside of the Bradford Exchange. The screws loose.
Brian Mercer making them very, very unappreciative.
You know,
but Brittany Kay also calling it all out. And I gotta say, like, the Bradford Exchange, you know, these guys have been really, really dominant,
you know,
other than holding Danny Blaze's men's World Heavyweight Championship.
I need to sort of backtrack a little bit for this Bradford Exchange. This is for the big belt, the Women's Championship. Three-way rules apply. Okay, we're checking. Bell has been rung, and we are off and running for this three-way match.
And now we've got Brian Mercer and Midas arguing, and Brittany Kay just patted Zenith on the head. I don't know if this is a really great idea for the women's champion.
That was perfect. Well-placed drop kicks.
Two challengers dropping the champion, but oh, Zenith going after Adina. Zenith is trying to pin anyone, as you should in a triple threat, to become the women's champion, and a big body slam.
2 count only. Brittany Kay taking her time getting back in that ring.
That's smart. Right there. That's intelligence. You don't understand the strategy.
Apparently, Brian has worked out a key strategy. The thing is, though, inside of a triple threat, anyone can be pinned, and Brittany Kay can lose her title, and she doesn't have to be inside of the ring. So hopefully, the Bradford Exchange strategy takes that into account.
Brittany pulling on the locks to bring down Zenith Zion, and now she is turning herself to Adina, running her head directly into the turnbuckle, and then big
now that's the
from
power.
Corner to
that's
corner.
The size difference that you get with the women's champion. Not sure what is about to happen
I'm not sure what
to
she's
Adina.
about to do either, but it's
And
a big old
atomic
smash and a hip
drop.
attack.
And then a hip attack into the far corner.
Into Zenith. And she's
stacking them up.
cordwood.
Zenith showing off her strength. 2 count only. Brittany Kay toying with these women inside of this ring right now. Just asserting her dominance.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone could even attempt to beat this champion. I mean, she is just destroying these two girls. Zenith's throat. Oh, come on. And now Adina getting
the size advantage.
Taste left on her mouth.
But more than anything else, the level of aggression that the champion applies to every move inside of that ring. Adina trying to build some offense. Mounts
Adina
the back.
On Brittany Kay's back. But no, she's being pulled right off. Zena's going up.
Double cover. And Brittany Kay still utilizing this tactic of trying to cover both women at the same time.
Like, she has fully decided that she's going to beat them both. Zenith dove out of, and now Zenith throwing Adina out of the way to attack Brittany herself. And Brittany Kay grabbing Adina, grabbing Zenith.
Oh, Zenith rising up off of the ground, utilizing that strength. Zenith Zion showing off that raw strength that brought her to this place where she's challenging for the women's title. Another big scoop slam.
And Zenith just picked her up. Wait, Zenith catches the shoulder and the arm.
Big side leg trip.
Big leg trip. And now picking up Adina.
Oh my God! Hold it. Missile drop kick. Oh.
And now Zenith trying to pin both ladies. But I don't know if this is the greatest idea. They need to cut this viewpoint of pinning both women at the same time.
Oh, one arm!
Oh my God, a one-arm power bomb.
Pulls her off at the end, Brittany K. The action coming hot and heavy inside of this championship match. Choke slam!
By the champ. 1, 2, 3. And still champion.
Your MDWA Women's Champion, the baddest brawler, Brittany K.
You know, you think that the champion is gonna face a tough challenge when you got two women with the stature and caliber of Adina J and Zenith Zion.
Yeah, I gotta say, the champ showing her dominance, just flinging all the competition to the side and keeping the championship.
I said it earlier, I will say it again. The strength, the grace, the beauty, the dominance, the viciousness of Brittany K cannot be compensated for just yet. There's gotta be some way to find a chink inside of the armor of this undefeated champion, Brittany K. But until someone does, your winner and still MDWA Women's Champion, Brittany K. The Bradford Exchange keeps another piece of gold.
Man, this night has been crazy.
Tonight's giveaway raffle, a 32-inch Fire TV from Amazon. Yet again, once again, be on the lookout for that at the end of the intermission, where one lucky winner will be the winner of that.
Here we go. Got ourselves a ref exchange.
It's scheduled for one fall.
One fall!
And I gotta say, this has been one crazy night here. We have Matt calling in our next match, and it has just been banger after banger.
I'm telling you, for a card called Hostile Takeover, I'm telling you right now, there's been a lot of hostility that has been expressed here inside of the ring, Mr. Fury.
Maybe that's where it was. The hostility is taking over the attitude of the people.
And you said the word attitude, and here he appears.
From Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
200 pounds,
Tez Carter, one of the single most arrogant, self-effacing, self-aggrandizing professional wrestlers who can...
Cash Carter, one of the most intelligent, logical, hard-working, tough men here in the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association.
I was about to say, my illustrious partner, he is all of those things. But he also is one of the few professional wrestlers that literally backs up every single thing that they say. And I have to give him credit for being strong enough to be able to back up the kind of arrogance that brings him out to the ring here on a show called Hostile Takeover.
Oh, yeah?
It's good to see you, Tez. It's good to see you. I hope that you have had a wonderful time since the last time we've had to talk.
You actually said something that made sense. Amazing.
It's wonderful to see you. I'm glad that we're going to get a chance to see you inside of the ring because you are one of the most skilled and one of the most dominant professional wrestlers here inside of Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association. I cannot take anything away from your strength and your ability inside of the ring. I can't do that. Yeah, just don't like your attitude.
See what he had to do. He had to throw that in there, right?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to maintain my professional.
You're gonna maintain your professionalism after losing your professionalism.
I'm gonna maintain my professionalism. I apologize to everyone that's listening on the inside. I apologize to everyone that's listening.
But at the end of the day, it is. I don't know if that was a woo or a boo. I feel like OV8 got announced, but there was some OV hate right there.
I felt a little OV hate inside of the building, but it is OV8 here.
OV8 versus Cash Carter.
Tez Cash Carter versus OV8, the strong style swordsman. One of my most underrated wrestlers here inside of Missile Dropkick. OV8 does not, I feel, get the credit that he deserves because a lot of people think that he's all gimmick, no groundwork. But I need you to understand something, that OV8 literally puts in the reps in ways that other wrestlers just don't. And that's why he's like one of my favorites here inside of Missile Dropkick.
If all gimmick, no groundwork was a thing, would that make him all samurai, no swordsman? Or
ring a bell.
Tongue, no pow?
Tipton Arena getting behind OV8 right here.
Now going back to my question, or does that make it all kung, no pow?
It looks like there's no love lost between Tez and OV8. Oh, we're starting off. Hands are flying there.
Throwing haymakers at each other.
To the abdomen here.
Gets him to the ropes. OV8 says no. Tez goes to do it again. Tez hit him harder. Whips him up. Oh, but OV8 turns it around. And a big double axe handle. And a hip toss.
Big hip toss there.
Ooh. OV8 just went through.
OV8 starting off with a flurry.
OV8
cinched in. Cradle roll into an octopus pin. 2.
That was like a Trouble in Paradise, right? He said it was 3.
Big spinning clothesline, discus clothesline, and Cash going out to check the ATM to notice that he has insufficient funds.
Hey. Cash never runs out. Jobs pay less.
OV8 not making the smart move, breaking up the count.
Oh, Cash getting some water.
Tez getting some water.
Taking his time.
Little hydration
Very
break there.
Smart.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You see, OV8 is sweating bullets right now. And I am not saying just because it's been a hard-paced match, because I think he's afraid of what happens when Tez comes back into the ring.
Look, when I tell you that it is much more dangerous for a professional athlete to be taking hydration, a sliding baseball tackle stops OV8 from getting back into the ring.
And is he smart? He's smart.
You know,
you ask him, he'll tell you.
There's something unscrupulous about the idea of winning by any means necessary. And I will say this, there is a level of intelligence that comes to keeping your opponent grounded onto the outside of the ring.
Ooh.
Jumping leg drop onto the apron.
And OV8 is barely staying up, being held by that barricade. And now he's rolling into the ring, and Tez is just dominant.
You know what? I have to
stomping the hell out of OV8.
I have to say this. There is something about Tez. He literally has all of the tools to be one of the best, one of the greats here inside of professional wrestling. He has all of the capacity, all of the ability, but he uses these shortcut tactics. He cuts people down and he uses these shortcuts, and it offends me. It bothers me.
You know what they always say, you can either make friends or you can make money, but you can't keep up. And so Tez Cash Carter is doing what he's supposed to do. He's here to make money. He's here to win championships.
That's sidewalk slam with authority. Just using his and his opponent's weight against him. Big twirling blue thunderbomb into a clothesline. Cover. 2 count only.
That he dropped him in that blue thunder spin out right into a backbreaker, and then just took his head off with that clothesline. And here comes
Tez with the leapfrog. Tez with the Rough Rider out of nowhere. 2 count. OV8 just not finding enough to keep Tez out of this match.
I am completely and utterly shocked that he just hit him with that Rough Rider. That was insane.
Tez looking for something big now. Oh, come on. Big money leg drop. Pushes off at 2. The vertical.
He let him know that he could not see his bank account, and then he dropped the dime right on top of him.
Look, it is 100% no strike against Tez when I say all of the things that I do, because there are few individuals inside of professional wrestling that can do what he can do inside of a ring. Big rising knee strike. Oh, through the collar. Oh!
Big.
A giant rotating lariat from OV8, and both are down. Hostile takeover.
This is crazy.
The tension is palpable.
And they're getting up. They have to a 10 count. Tez being smart, taking his time.
Big boot, Yakuza kick. Rolling shoulder strike. Big bulldog out of the corner.
And OV8 trying to get the crowd behind him.
Crowd's getting lively. All right.
Oh, and he's going for a Pepsi plunge type, or a Pepsi twist type move.
Short arm. Ripcord clothesline, shades of Okada.
Shades of Okada. Whoa. On 2.
And OV8 reaches the rope.
I have to say though, I'm gonna give OVA credit. That is an intelligent spot, but it's also a shade of desperation when you have to reach for that rope instead of kicking your shoulder up. It very much shows how much has been beaten out.
Mr. Fury, we usually don't agree on a whole lot, but when Tez, he pulls a shortcut. When Tez rakes the eyes, then it's intelligent. But you use a veteran move like obeying the rules, and somehow that is a mark of desperation. You know what? I'm not going to hold it against you because I truly understand. What's this with the chair? What's this with the chair?
What do you mean?
Wait, the referee doesn't see him wrap the chain around his hand. Oh my God! Come on, you didn't see that?
No.
Tez Carter just struck OV8 with the chain wrapped around his knuckle.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure there's not a chain in that ring.
No, look, the referee missed it as he was removing the chair from the ring.
But where is it? I see. It was underneath OVA.
3.
So what happened with the chain?
Look, Tez wrapped the chain around his fist.
When?
Tez struck OV8, who was in charge of the match at that moment. Tez struck him with the chain. The evidence is still in the ring. The evidence is still in the ring. You can see. Mr. Fury, what we've seen here is a travesty. What we've seen here is an individual that has every tool to be a champion inside a missile dropkick, resorting to cheap shots and shortcuts.
What you're seeing here is Tez Carter. And right there, that was a beautiful victory. That was a beautiful message. OV8 is done! Keep messing around, you will be too.
Yeah, look. Mr. Carter, if there's one thing that I know from the bottom, looks like we did our little tightening and adjusting. One fall.
The MDWA Twitch Television Championship.
And I'm just gonna sit here and be honest and take credit where credit is due. When you have a problem with your ring, you send the professional and he fixes the situation.
Here we go. A working man is in the building.
He is that guy.
Ron, the working man Williams, we saw him last month win a triple threat match in order to get this title opportunity.
And Roy Williams is here. He wants to be the Twitch champion. He cut a promo earlier today. For those who did not see it live on Facebook, Roy Williams is about that life and it is trying to become the champ.
You know, it's difficult to look at working man all those years on the road, all that hard work that he's put in, all culminating into this moment right here.
And here comes the champion, the star.
Has been, I'm gonna say it, almost impossible to beat ever since Evan Encore laid their hands on that Twitch championship.
And I have got to correct you there. He's not the star. carries the lead. He is the star, the lead, Evan Encore.
The prodigy here inside of MDWA, showing off that fantastic Twitch championship. This is the Twitch Television Championship. This is a live stream wrestling championship, folks.
And there's a referee letting the fans know, letting Roy know what is on the line here tonight.
What's on the line right now.
We're getting ready.
Okay.
And this match is underway.
Yeah!
Evan being smart, being a logical champion, taking his time.
Big
now he
collar and
rushes
elbow
in.
tie whip.
And what did you think was going to happen?
That was genuinely, that's a weight advantage. But you got to understand, Evan Encore, long arms, long legs, usually has a leverage advantage on the majority of Evan Encore's opponents. It just didn't work out that way with the working man.
No, he is definitely someone who, you know, he's a very tall individual. He's got the reach. He is giving off the old school boxer vibes. I mean, even on Roy is a little bit taller and a little bit bigger, but the reach advantage I still believe goes to Evan Encore.
Strength advantage, weight advantage early on goes to the working man.
Yeah, the working man is definitely proving that he has the strength to beat Evan. But the question is, can he?
He grabs the ponytail.
Oh!
Takes the snake eyes over the top rope.
I mean, Evan told people before, you never grab the man's hair. So you got choked on the rope.
One. Is just bringing a beat down, just a general level of aggression from the Twitch champion right now.
Oh, and a big shin kind of neck breaker almost thing to the bridge of the nose. If he breaks that nose, it'll water his eyes. If a man can't see, a man can't fight.
And when it really comes down to it, if you take away the ability for someone the size of the work breathe in the middle of a match, it is going to be much easier for you to be able to take care of them inside of the ring. A couple of big chops, working man head of steam, nobody home.
Right into the rope.
Takes out the knee.
I mean, I'm telling you, Evan Encore being smart, taking his time, making sure that he does the most impact with that.
Shining Wizard. 2 count only.
There's only a 2 count.
2 count only. Evan Encore looking uncustomarily frazzled right now inside of the ring with the working man. Evan Encore, though, is in control of this match right now, Mr. Fury. Those are those long legs, those long pinions that I told you that Evan Encore usually uses. That size advantage, that height advantage that Evan Encore has.
Well, that's what I was saying. I'm like, even with the strength that Roy Williams has, the reach advantage, I believe, is on Evan Encore. But Roy's got him up.
Power slam!
Power slam.
Hoisted him up. 2 count from the power slam. Hostile Takeover has been banger after banger, as my friend Mr. Fury has said. Oh, chop block to the throat.
Oh, and Evan screams flawless and hits the DDT. And to shy back to the Hall of Famers.
That kick out on that last pinfall attempt by the working man was not very emphatic there, Mr. Fury.
No, it was not. It is definitely taking him down. I'm telling you, I wonder if his nose might be broken. or at least his eyes watered and frazzled. But the working man looking tired, getting slapped around by Evan Encore.
Oh, I think that he just woke up. Oh, and there he goes back to that knee that we talked about.
And I feel like that was the same thing when he was going, when he faced TJ in the three-way for the opportunity for this match, is that I feel like his knee was attacked. I think maybe that was a target that Evan noticed on the takeback.
Big clothesline! Turns Evan inside out. Oh my goodness!
I gotta say, I have never seen an individual kiss their own behind, but we got real close there.
Big flying back elbow. Evan Encore down. Working man calling on the power of all of these individuals inside of the Tipton Academy right now. This may be it. The Dominator.
And that was a big spine buster. And Roy Williams trying to capture the championship. Measuring up Evan.
Takes him up on the shoulders. Evan Encore goes for the eyes. Big open hand slap. Reversal. Oh, he's into the launch position. Oh, cutter! Count!
There's a TKO.
3 count out! He wins!
The working man, Roy Williams, just became Twitch champion.
Roy, the working man Williams, finally comes through. Roy, the working man Williams, digs in deep, puts on his work boots, and he takes it to the now former Twitch champion Evan Encore. Working man working hard with his hands has now grabbed a piece of gold.
Evan has got to be crushed and defeated after that big TKO. He has lost his Twitch championship, and Roy Williams is now the MDWA, the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Alliance Twitch champion.
And Evan Encore is distraught in the center of the ring. Look, it's all fun and games. We have a good time here, and we enjoy the idea of the sport of professional wrestling. But you have to understand that these athletes put their lives on the line. They put their bodies on the line. These championships mean more than just these ideas that you see sometimes. Evan Encore was a bona fide champion, and he having to watch that belt walk away, it's causing him no level of consternation and hatred of himself, possibly of professional wrestling.
He is definitely throwing a tantrum about losing his championship, but who can blame him? He was so close to keeping it.
Takeover, right? Well, it seems like a few guys need to take over.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom.
You and H5 Harrison, it seems to be the doing of Brian Mercer in the Bradford Exchange. So, here we are tonight, hostile takeover. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised when it comes to the Bradford Exchange, right? I mean, that's kind of how they do business. But, yeah, the Untouchables. I mean, I couldn't see straight for a few days. Afterwards, I got a nice big lump on the back of my head that's still there to this day, and it hurts. And it's just a reminder of the damage that they did. But, see, what the issue is, Matt, is that, see, they have a real small problem that I'm not sure that they're aware of. They allow myself and H5 to keep breathing. They didn't put us down for good. You see, H5, I've talked to the big man. I've known the big man for a long time. We're built different. We do things differently. And, you know, Hostile Takeover, that's quite the name for this show. And come later tonight in that 6-man tag team match. It's going to be a war, ladies and gents.
MDWA champion, Danny Blaze.
You know, one more thing. There's been another guy that's been an integral part of this whole thing. And I have quite a history with him, to be honest with you. And if you guys don't mind, I'd like to have him come out here, because I have a little something I'd like to say to him. So if Primetime Tommy Johnson, come on out here, sir.
Primetime Tommy Johnson.
Primetime. What could Danny have to say to Primetime Tommy Johnson other than thank you?
Primetime Tommy Johnson was integral in saving both our champion and H5 from the vicious attacks last month against the Untouchables.
That's right.
Primetime Tommy Johnson, a legendary force here inside of professional wrestling.
And Primetime is here.
It's beautiful to see Primetime every time we get a chance to see him.
So, Primetime, get indulged in a little story time. Guys, me and this guy go way back. It was early 2000s, 2002, 2003. Me and my grandfather, God rest his soul, we would go every week to the old Wonderland Mall in Livonia, Michigan.
Shouts out to Wonderland.
We'd get there early to get our front row seats right on the corner of the aisleway every week. And we had our favorites: Kamikaze, Tenacious D, the Canadian Destroyer. But there was one guy that stood out above the rest. One guy that we came every week to see. And you're looking at him right here. Yeah, give him a hand, exactly.
And I just want to be clear real quick as he talks about the Canadian Destroyer. We're not talking Petey Williams. We're talking the original Canadian Destroyer, my wrestling grandfather, the man who made that name.
All these years later, I'm standing in the ring with you. I've competed with you. And what about when I won this championship on April 6th? Who was in the ring to help celebrate? You were.
Primetime Tommy Johnson.
That's
so
right.
I know for a fact that Gramps is looking down right now and he's got a pretty big smile on his face to see us in the ring together. So again, in closing, thank you for being a true pro all these years, and I know you're going to continue to do so.
That was beautiful, folks. Give legends their flowers while they are still walking in front of us. Danny Blaze, our champion, giving honor and respect to Primetime Tommy Johnson.
That's right. Yeah, and Primetime definitely more than deserving of that respect. Danny and Prime. What is this? Really, we're gonna play Rocky?
That's crazy. Oh, every now and again, you need somebody to remind you that professional wrestling is about skill. It is about technique. It is about hustle. It is about intensity. And an individual that has all of those tools, plus an indomitable will to win. It is the secret weapon of Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association, who ain't no secret no more. It's H5.
Harrison H5 coming down to the ring, interrupting the love fest, but I don't think he's here to make it a negative situation.
I couldn't come out here and bask in all the kindful and joyful words to be exchanged, and from one partner to another. I would like to say that it is an honor and privilege to be able to fight alongside both you, Primetime, Tommy Johnson, and you, heavyweight champion, Danny Blaze.
Yeah. You know,
Harrison's a class act.
So,
wait. Here goes the lights.
We were having a joyful time, friends.
Oh no. Lethal Lucius is here.
Formerly the greatest friend, now the greatest foe of our heavyweight champion. One of the most dangerous individuals inside of the sport of professional wrestling. He is terrifying. He is intense. He is the one known as Lethal Lucius. Lethal Lucius has something to say to the divine gold inside of the ring.
You know what? I'm looking at three of the most ungrateful individuals on this planet right here.
Whoa.
Those who don't know, my name is Lethal Lucius. I'm the best that did doing it and still doing it. Never came through the ropes. Let me tell you about this straight looking dude right here. I trained this guy, and he turned his back on me to allow me this smile right here to hold this championship down.
Shame on you.
And you know what this is working the most? This guy helped train me right here. Primetime Tommy Johnson. Right, we went on the road together. We traveled together. But this guy right here turned his back on me and aligned himself with this guy right here.
You remember at last month's event, Lethal Lucius lost the championship match with the world champion, Danny Blaze.
It's so easy. So I let you beat me. But you know what, son? I'm gonna let you breathe a little bit. Let you feel a little tighter right here. And then I'm gonna show each and every one of you guys and these guys right here while I beat up everybody in that locker room. I'm gonna show you how to do it. And then I'm gonna come back and take this title right here. And I'm gonna take this title and keep looking at me like crazy. That's all I gotta say.
LUCIUS calling his shots.
I gotta say, Lethal Blue, as I'm looking at World Heavyweight Champion in his Cosby sweater, you don't look nearly as intimidating, as scary as I remember. It's almost like all you have to do is raise up a hand like this.
Is that siren? Look, I see paramedics, I see police. The champs are in the center of the ring looking around. The Untouchables have made their presence known even in their absence. But we got a trio that is vintage gold. Prime time, Tommy Johnson, Harrison H5, and of course, Danny Blaze, our heavyweight champion of MDWA. It looks like we got ourselves Matt's coming out.
Matt's coming out, and the ring is clearing. These are
616. 616 for the baddest bitch alive, Brittany K. 616 days of dominance, and she has held this championship. As a matter of fact, tonight, you and I, we're going to drive out to Grand Rapids. You know why? Area code 616. You own this world. And we would absolutely love to see anyone across the entire country step up to the baddest bitch alive, Brittany K, and try and dethrone Miss 616, 617, Miss Infinity as far as I'm concerned.
Y'all saw what I did tonight. Y'all thought because I wasn't here for a while that I was taking a break. Well, guess what, MDWA? I'm back. I don't care who it is. I dare you to step up. Because you ain't taking this.
No one's stopping us, and all we see is us having a very Merry Christmas. See you on 6/18, folks.
And the Great Tiger is certainly
that was a tiger attack.
Bunch of fun right now.
That was a tiger attack. Somebody get a hold of that tiger. Grab that tiger. Grab that tiger. Great Tiger is all fun and games as we sit here and watch a fantastic entrance here. Variety for every kind of wrestling fan here at Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association. He's all fun and games before we enter into the ring, but he's a deadly professional wrestler on the inside of those ropes, Mr. Fury.
No, I totally agree with you. The Great Tiger will make it look like a good time until it's not a good time anymore, because he's taking it very seriously and attempts at winning these tag team championships. But who is his partner?
That's a great question. I'm not 100% certain. I mean, it could be anyone at this point. I mean, you know, we... The suspense is rising for hostile takeover.
because there's the tag team champions. Crazy X and King Kong Coleman are walking down to the ring.
King Kong Coleman, the certified killer.
And the certified killers look like they are exactly as their name represents them to be.
Mr. Fury, I know that we're relatively safe here in the confines of the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Control Center, but that kind of power and unhinged madness and savagery of King Kong Coleman and Crazy X, the certified killers, it sends a chill down the spine of even the most hardened professional wrestling analysts and color commentators.
No, I'm speechless. I expected that the Great Tiger would at least have somebody to watch his back, and it's looking almost as if the only partner he has is a stuffed tiger, and I don't think that that's enough to take on the certified killers.
In the words of Air Bud, ain't no rules that says that a tiger can't wrestle.
That's fair. That's fair. But I don't think that stuffed tiger. Wait.
We got something.
OV8.
Oh, is that?
OV8 is coming out to be the partner of the Great Tiger.
Wait, is that what we're doing right now? A samurai and a grand tiger? I think that this is a fantastic matchup. And plus, with the element of surprise, without knowing who they're going to be facing, it kind of throws the certified killers for a loop.
I mean, no, most definitely. It's, the certified killers versus crouching tiger hidden OV8.
I just need you to know that I side with Crazy X on any argument that is going to happen inside of the square circle. Big kick.
Can he even have arguments? I thought he just barked.
Well, don't disagree with the dog.
That's fine.
Grand Tiger with a tiger strike to King Kong. Martial arts acumen with the spinning elbow, Muda style.
Tiger just drops a headbutt right on him.
The Konako, the coconut drop.
He was talking smack to Crazy X. I'm not sure if that's a great idea.
Anytime that I've seen Crazy X interact with anyone, usually they end up hurting and then pinned. OV8 showing off a little bit of agility, even though he took a serious bump in his loss earlier tonight. Tiger with the flying heel kick.
Not at 100%, but they are still
rising splash.
To King Kong Coleman, who has gotta already be fueled.
King Kong Coleman with the King Kong clothesline.
Oh, man.
The forearm shivers. Just the Now, those are straight right hands. Those are actually illegal. Those are actually illegal blows. And I'm saying that to you, Mr. Fury, because I would never say it to King Kong Coleman's face.
I am not listening just in case he's listening.
Well, he tags in Crazy X. The combined size and strength of the tag team champ. Okay, that's a blatant choke, sir. That is a blatant choke. And this is
See, I'm not so sure that was a choke. I think what happened is that he was massaging his opponent's throat.
Knife edge strike. OV8 is in a terrible way. But he didn't want to leave Great Tiger alone.
How did you not tell me that we're sitting next to a tiger?
I need to inform everyone all around the world right now that we have a trained tiger tamer as our ring attendant and supervisor right now, holding on to Great Tiger's tiger in order to keep us safe from a vicious animal.
Just saying,
tag team champs just laying down boot strikes.
Ooh!
Oh!
I don't know if it was legal, but it was effective.
Headbutt a little low. Just a bit outside. King Kong bearing down on the back of OV8, already a little tired from wrestling a match earlier tonight.
King Kong Coleman taking this very, very seriously.
Tiger's got to put his foot down in order for the tag to count.
To make that happen.
Not trying to be Gordon Soley over here, but that is the rules of tag team wrestling. Come on, ref. You have a single job to do.
And I gotta say, like, this is gotta be the worst situation to have happened. Like, OV8 already had a match tonight. OV8 has already been attacked, slammed, punched, kicked, and beaten down. And now he is in the ring getting worked by the tag team champions.
And there are two individuals inside of Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association. X-strike down on the chest of OV8. OV8 just getting battered on the inside of the ring. Bear hug slam.
Bear hug slam. Just ow. And now Crazy X is tagging back in Coleman. And what are they gonna do next?
They're literally just going to attack the kidneys and lower back. And this is what happens when you want to be a noble samurai and come out and aid the cause of an individual that was going to go 2-on-1 against these killers.
Yeah, I gotta say, he's doing a good job trying to be a practitioner of Bushido, but I don't think King Kong or Crazy X fully understand that, and they just thought he was talking about taquitos, and now they are hungry for violence, and a big miscalculation by King Kong Coleman.
Oh no, something happened. Referee is coming hurt.
Referee got hurt.
Referee got hurt on the inside.
Just swapped out.
Referee's taking himself back inside. Referee Thaddeus makes his way into the ring. Great Tiger finally gets a tag in.
And now Great Tiger is taking it to both of the tag team champions.
Buzzsaw kick to King Kong Coleman. And the champs recognize recognizing and feeling their first bit of trouble inside of this entire match.
Crazy X is still in the corner. I don't think that they're thinking about how much of a mistake this might actually be. And now, King Kong.
Oh no, I think they're setting him up.
Got him lifted up. Oh!
That's gotta be it.
That was like a... Was that a flapjack downward spiral?
Certified Killers with an emphatic win.
Yeah, the Certified Killers scaring our referee completely out of the ring.
Look.
And Great Tigers just down on the floor. OV8 is really messed up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Certified Killers, they are thinking about taking out the Tiger. They definitely don't have cat food.
Certified Killers, King Kong Coleman, and Crazy X asserting their dominance over the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association Tag Team Championship crowd. Great Tiger and OV8 showing amazing tenacity, grand fighting spirit. But what can a samurai and a tiger do against forces of nature like our tag team champions?
All right, hello and welcome everyone to the second half of MDWA Hostile Takeover. Mark Roberts here, filling in for the second half of this broadcast. I want to thank Ryan, Fury, and Yoda for their time filling in on commentary. We've got some big matches coming up, including this man right here. Let's take it to the ring announcer.
One fall!
God of War, Kano, going to be taking on the leader of the Bradford Exchange, Lethal Lucius. Kano, as ever, looks ready for battle. Dramatic entrance here for Lethal Lucius with his whole entourage.
It's the future in the professional wrestling.
Representing the Bradford Exchange, Lethal Lucius.
I'm the fastest thing on 2 feet, man. I'm the man, so take value in your life, man. You don't want to fight, man. Hit you with a deadly hook jab and a
Brian Ryan Mercer and Johnny Bradford, along with JB's ever-present covered tennis racket or whatever that is there, bringing Lethal Lucius to the ring. Earlier we heard Lucius confront MDWA champion Danny Blaze, along with H5 and primetime Tommy Johnson. He's got more to say.
You know, people that wear masks, I think people that wear masks got something to hide, and they're failures. Because they couldn't live up to the person they wanted to be. Are you a failure? I think you're a failure. You look like a failure. Because I don't beat you down anyway.
You guys looking body up.
Lethal Lucius apparently done talking all of his smack, finally making his way into the ring with Kano, as we have still this obnoxious guy in the pink jacket going to need to get off of that ring apron, or Kano's going to show him his way down. As I was saying earlier, Lucius basically told Danny Blaze, I went easy on you, kid. I toyed around with you. And says, I'm just going to allow you to breathe a little and go defend your title elsewhere, and I'll take on Kano tonight. I'm not sure if you believe that Danny Blaze only won because Lucius was going easy. Lethal Lucius diving in on the go-behind. An interesting strategy, willing to get up close with Kano. That right there, side headlock, may be the better move. I would think that Lucius would want to stick and move and keep his distance away, because anytime he grabs a hold of Kano, he may just be giving over, Lucius that is, may just be giving over a limb for Kano to work over. Beautiful toe hold there into the front face lock, took Kano down, has the bigger man neutralized until Kano whips right back around. Another reversal by Lou. These guys keeping it close in. Neither man wanting to allow the other much space. A little bit of space is what Lucius takes advantage of with that big shoulder tackle. Keep your eyes on Kano, because it's a big arm drag and another. Kano is fast, deceptively so. A man of great size. He clearly has the size advantage here over Lucius. Kano's taller, he weighs more, and he has a variety of martial arts attacks, including what he can do down on the mat, including the grappling, the jiu-jitsu, the catch-as-catch-can. Kano's got the strikes as well, and I would have thought that Lucius would have felt more comfortable in a striking battle. Stick and move. The boxing background of Lethal Lucius might have come in handy, but of course, there's always attempts at shortcuts, like pulling the hair of Kano. He's not going to deal with it. Right back up on his feet, and these two are still talking smack at each other. Lucius back in the bigger man in the corner. Snapmare takes him over and snaps that head all the way forward, does Lethal Lucius. Bradford happy on the outside, going for a cover now. 2 count only. Both of these men have been around this region for a long time. They've seen wars in pro wrestling rings and in other combat sports venues. Oh! Pulling on the arm, looking to separate the shoulder of Kano is Lethal Lucius, and doing things like that to take away a man's striking ability even some of his submission ability, keep the big man on his back is not a bad strategy from Lethal Lucius. At least Lucius has been able to stick in this thing without the interference of his goons on the outside. Big knee coming off the top. Lucius again going for the cover. Not going to be enough now. But every time Lucius tries to get a pin, he only forces Kano to essentially bench press all of Lucius's weight off of the top, and it's going to run out the gas tank some. As is this. Kano all tied up now. He's turned into a punching bag. Was that an attempt to actually free Kano? Is that what happened there? It looked like Lucius's goon on the outside actually let the big man free. I'm sure he's got a reason for that. It certainly isn't out of the kindness of his heart. As you see now, more damage being done to that arm, more damage being done to that shoulder joint. And now is when the referee's going to have a real problem. But hey, Lou goes to the outside, still fighting his battles for himself. Not where he's supposed to be. Referee needs to get him inside the ring either way. But Lucius is not leaving. I think Lucius just isn't satisfied that Kano is beaten down enough yet to let either of these pipsqueaks on the outside take a shot at him. Kano's still got some fight left in him, using the guardrail. Back in the ring to break up the count. Keep your eyes on Kano. Lou, very satisfied with himself that he avoided it. Not for long, as a big elbow on the outside from Kano takes Lethal Lucius down. You'll love to see it, as does everyone here. Watching MDWA action live the next time you have a chance to come join us live. We really hope that you will. Come see this action. Lucius now with a big knee, taking Kano off of the ring apron and down hard onto this gym floor. A win here tonight by Lethal Lucius would certainly serve him well if the goal was to get at Danny Blaze and that MDWA championship. But didn't sound like it tonight. Sounds like Lethal Lucius would rather let that ride for a little while, would rather not have to get in there with Danny Blaze again. Another 2 count. I've got to admit, though, Lucius has not ducked Kano. He's taken some shortcuts, sure. But he's actually had his foot on the gas the entire time, been moving forward only in taking the fight to Kano. Kano calling out, trying to get this crowd behind him here. Creates a little bit of space and gets Lou down. Kano better off keeping this in the ring where he can deliver strikes like that. Ducks underneath. Reverses. Oh, and there goes Lou. Knocked down on his hind quarters. And another big knee sends him down. Kano in control now, going for a cover. Not enough, but still the tenor of the match has changed. And Kano now with the wind at his back. And this is where I would think it becomes a factor that Lou has 2 seconds outside the ring. Which is exactly why Kano needs to keep it inside. That's not quite inside, Kano. Lou's legs on the... Oh, see? That's what happens. That's what happens when you get too close to the bounds, because Lou Crank... What is the referee doing? This referee just turned his back. Backfired nonetheless, but Kano got caught. Lou now hooking the leg. God damn it, don't let it happen like this. No! Absolutely stole one. Lethal Lucius absolutely stole a victory here. And I was wrong. It wasn't 2 people in his corner. It was effectively 3, with the referee being one of them. Who isn't going to sell out to the Bradford Exchange in the MDWA? Kano getting his due from the crowd here, lives to fight another day, but I know Kano is not happy with how Lou Crank just stole a victory. Those 2 big knees were enough to keep Lethal Lucius down. Pardon me, Lethal Lucius, of course. It was that man right there who was on his way to a victory, but the Bradford Exchange pulls one off again. Dave Kitch is going to do his own ring announcing if history is any guide here.
Wrestler and announcer. So the only person that's going to be announcing me is going to be me. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 28 time limit. Introducing first.
Premier talent, most certainly in his own mind. Dave Kitch wore his jacket and bow tie, but forgot his shirt, apparently. But here's a guy who's dressed to the nines.
I didn't come out here for nothing, and I definitely didn't come out here
Miles Montaigne very full of himself, very confident here. And the well, there you have it, Dave Kitch setting the table, shall we say, with memories of a Thanksgiving fight a year ago when Evan Encore and Miles Montaigne threw cranberry sauce all over Dave Kitch's head. Kitch with the gall to say that Miles Montaigne is 12 pounds overweight. I don't know how he came up with that description, how he decided that that was the number. But we'll see exactly what kind of shape both of these men are in here as soon as things turn right side up. There we go. Bell has rung this one underway. Dave Kitch showing that he can keep a grudge for a very long time. Miles Montaigne getting this started out hot, dropping Kitch to the floor already and following him around out there. Miles back in the ring now. Dave thought he saw an opening, but he got caught. Beautiful spinning Uranagi down, going for the cover. Yes, he is. Oh, 2 count only. And now Kitch needing a timeout. Well, that is not going to work. Here in the Missile Dropkick Wrestling Association, Miles Montaigne not going to put up with it. Kitch now trying to keep away. All that for a headlock, but oh, there he goes, takes the big man over. Dave Kitch maybe had the right idea all along, controlling the big man's body by controlling his head. Beautiful maneuver. Referee down there to see if the shoulders are down, one would hope. Kitch now with his shoulders. No, reverses it again. I have to trust that the referee has a better vantage point and would know if Miles' shoulders were down. Did not have a view of that side of the body. I believe I heard Dave Kitch yelling at the referee to count, but Miles has broken free now. Got a little bit of distance here. With a decisive size advantage, Miles Montaigne. No, Kitch out of there. See, Kitch is a guy who can really jump and move. He's got speed. He's in phenomenal shape. He'd love to tell you about it while he rips his pants off. And once again, the sartorial choices of Dave Kitch. Every piece of clothing he owns tells you how great he is. Now looking to take away the base of the big man, going for those legs. Miles Montaigne definitely has a sturdy base. And if you can take away those legs, you're going to take away a lot of offense from the big man. all of the smack that Dave Kitch talks, he clearly is in phenomenal shape and has some wrestling ability. I'm not sure that it is on par with his ability to be annoying and talk smack, but right now, doling out some real punishment to the knee and lower leg of Miles Montaigne. More incoming here. The premier talent coming down hard twice on that shin and knee. And this crowd is having none of it. Oh! No one there for Dave Kitch as he just gave himself an atomic drop coming down hard on the mat. Gives a little bit of a reprieve to Montaigne. And there's another atomic drop. And the inverse, the Manhattan drop. The premier talent may not be using those talents for long, but hey, presence of mind to kick out that knee. Opposite leg from what Dave had been working over, so now two hurt legs here. Making a wish. Dishing out some Thanksgiving-themed revenge is Dave Kitch here. Miles Montaigne might not even stand again tonight after all of this punishment. And now wrapping him all the way up. Going for some variation here of an Indian deathlock for sure. All the pressure points of a figure four leg lock without any of the room to maneuver and try to reverse it. Miles Montaigne is just caught, middle of the ring. Miles trying to take advantage of having a bigger frame. Trying to haul himself over to that bottom rope. Scratching and clawing inches at a time. Montaigne does have the reach advantage to be able to deliver a few blows to Kitch, and he makes his way to the rope. The damage may have already been done here, however. This has been a lot of punishment to the knees and legs. Oh, kicks out. Those are still some massive, massive legs. Each about the size of Dave Kitch. And once again, Dave Kitch taking advantage of being able to control his opponent's body by controlling his head. Beautiful suplex out of the corner, motioning now that we're going to see a forearm there from the second turnbuckle on the inside. No one there for the elbow drop. Dave Kitch could spend a little bit less time telling us that he's the premier talent and maybe, I don't know, showing instead. Because Miles Montaigne is back up on his feet and he doesn't need to do much more than throw that shoulder. And using those massive legs now as a weapon. May have taken anything he had left in that leg to do it, but he goes for the cover. Oh, that is not gonna do it. Dave Kitch kicks out, and Miles Montaigne really appears to be worse for wear now. Catches Dave again. Oh, can't keep a stable enough base. He gets rolled up, and that's it. He is one arrogant SOB. Like it or not, Dave Kitch gets a clean pin here on a roll-up over Miles Montaigne. And we've got some big tag team action coming up. Coming up in our main event, but we do have one more bout to go beforehand. Championship on the line. Let's go back up to the ring announcer.
Well, MDWA fans, is it cool with all of you guys if I ring announce the last two matches tonight? Well, without further ado, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. You're gonna make it.
Tyler Dean, former MDWA Tag Team Champion. In fact, he held that championship with his opponent tonight, Rick Cartier. And Rick has already been in action once this evening. Defeated Bradford Exchange member William Bryce, then called out Tyler Dean and challenged him to this contest. It was after Dean and Cartier lost those tag team championships that Dean got upset and turned on Cartier, hit him with a chair. We know that Rick Cartier doesn't take such a thing lightly, and he's ready to do battle for a second time tonight. Old school Rick Cartier traveling down that King's Road. Look at the size of Rick Cartier. I mean, you're talking about a guy who just runs right through Tyler Dean. Oh, and instead of going for a pin, just going for some punches down on the mat, and Dean's out of there. There was a time when I thought Tyler Dean had a lot of heart, and I would have picked him in a fight against many men larger than him, because Tyler Dean has spent his whole career fighting men who are larger than him. It's not hard to find one. But eventually, apparently it all became too much as Rick Cartier finding some plunder to hit Dean over the head with here. These two were tag champs, lost to Crazy X and King Kong Coleman, two men who are also both about twice the size of Tyler Dean. But then Tyler Dean decides to turn on the man who can offer him protection against such things, help even up the size difference. You take Tyler Dean's size, add it to Rick Cartier's size, and divide by 2. They're about the same size as any tag team they could have faced. There's a good move for Tyler Dean to get out of the clutches of Cartier. He should just run back into that ring and hope the ref counts fast. Oh! Or you can also do that and get a drop kick right to the face of your opponent. Still has to get Cartier back in the ring. And with quite a bit of effort, that's exactly what happens. Knee drop showing Tyler Dean knows exactly what he has to do, which is pummel the big man as much as he can and try to get a quick victory here. Though, hey, the longer this goes, you've got to assume Tyler Dean has more in the gas tank. The problem is that Rick Cartier deceptively agile, deceptively able to be able to go for long periods of time in a wrestling ring. So how do you make sure he has less air? Well, you do that and you use that center strand to strangle the man right in front of the referee. Clearly a lot of animosity between these two as Tyler hooks the leg. Good enough for a 2. And it does make some difference as well, as we've already discussed, that Rick Cartier already had to warm up once, go into the ring, deal with that active acid building up in his body, cool down, and then try to warm up again to come back to the ring and wrestle again. It doesn't matter the amount of exertion, it's the cycle of getting yourself psyched up to wrestle, calming down, and then getting yourself all psyched up again. As Dean is clearly going for either he's just cutting off that turnbuckle parrot entirely. I wasn't sure if he was trying to use the ring as a weapon or if he'd hidden some object in there, but no, what he's trying to hide is the exposed turnbuckle from the referee sitting on top of it there. And Tyler Dean comes off, and the Tijeras takes the big man all the way down. Can you imagine bringing down a guy the size of Rick Cartier? Rick rebounds with the clothesline. Both men down now. Both men beginning to stir here at the referee's count of 4. These men, you also must believe, know each other very well, have trained together extensively to have been tag team champions. And that means that Tyler Dean is aware of offense like that, knows exactly where in a move Rick Cartier would try to pull it out. But Cartier knows the same about Tyler Dean. Calling for a driver. Tyler gets out the back door, and oh, that exposed turnbuckle! Hit Rick in the head! Using the ropes as well for leverage! And Tyler Dean has won!
Tyler Dean!
Tyler Dean with an assist not only from the exposed turnbuckle, but using his entire body from the tips of his fingers to the tips of his toes, or at least the flat of his hands and feet, to use the ropes for leverage to press Rick Cartier down after knocking him silly with that turnbuckle. And if you thought that old school Rick Cartier was mad before, I think he may have quite a vengeance left in him for Tyler Dean.
I'm saying it's going to be no holds barred.
Well, there you have it. Challenge has been laid out. Not going to be any surprises when there are weapons used or rules broken, because Rick Cartier wants Tyler Dean no holds barred.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event.
Main event time. Tag team action capping off a night of incredible rivalries and action that we have seen already. Now we see the hired hitmen from the Bradford Exchange, the Untouchables, in action. Against some of the most popular competitors in the Mid-South Dropkick Wrestling Association. So many championships have been held between these three men, including the two they currently hold. Primetime Tommy Johnson, the Southeast champion, H5, and MDWA champion Danny Blaze beloved figures here in MDWA. Same cannot be said for their opponents. Let's go back to the ring. The Untouchables come to the ring in menacing fashion, both in the way they walk and the way they dress. 3 hired guns representing the Bradford Exchange. I don't know who they are. I'm not even sure what to call them. Faces completely covered. They are men of some size, but that doesn't matter much to their opponents here tonight, who are starting off hot. All 6 men in the ring. 2 men you have to be wary of on the outside. Each of the Untouchables has the advantage in the corner, throwing their opponents into the middle, but no. A reversal sees all 3 Untouchables collide. H5 throwing out some big punches. H5 now going to the outside. Keep your eye on him. The big man comes crashing down. Incredible crossbody takes out 3 opponents at once. All right, so now we've got a man from each team starting out the match. MDWA champion Danny Blaze representing his team, and one of the Untouchables on the other side. I'm not sure how even the referee is going to keep track of who's who from that team. The possibility of all kinds of chicanery abounds when you have 3 men who are all dressed exactly alike. H5 in for just a brief moment and sending Danny Blaze back into action. MDWA champion, trained out of Black and Brave. Beautiful running knee from Danny Blaze, who is quite open about his love of the Macho Man Randy Savage. Borrows much in attire and in his moveset, but oh, look at that! On the outside, another of the Untouchables getting in the way, and that distracts Danny Blaze into a big lariat, just about takes the champion's head off. And the member of the Untouchables currently in the ring, he has more on his face than the other 2, right? He has some kind of a face guard up there. That looks like a weapon. I don't think that ought to be allowed. But it does appear that the man representing the Untouchables at this point is the biggest of the 3. And we also know he's got something wrapped around his forehead that looks like it could be used as a weapon. So those 2 things at least differentiate him. Trying to cut off the ring and not allow Danny Blaze into his corner. Danny was getting a little too close. So both of his partners end up down on the ground. Gives an opening here to send the champ into the wrong corner and get attacked by all 3 members of the Untouchables. Primetime Tommy Johnson can be a bit of a hothead. He's going to have to keep his cool here if he doesn't want situations like this to continue. Got a new member of the Untouchables in now. Moving fast like a ninja. And once again, just going over to try to goad Tommy and H5 into coming into the ring, knowing that it will leave an opening for the Untouchables to do damage to the MDWA champion. Biggest man again in now. He comes across as something of a leader. I guess that's why he has to wear that, whatever that face guard is. It looks like it's guarding his forehead more than the bottom of his face. Hard to tell from my vantage point. But Danny Blaze is in desperate need of a tag at this point. Tag in now to the second of the Untouchables, who we already saw in action once earlier. Side leg sweep, hooks the leg. 2 count only. I do believe there's one member of the Untouchables on the apron who we have not seen tag in yet. But on the other side, we also haven't seen Tommy Johnson officially a member of the match yet. And H5 only very briefly. It has been Danny Blaze in there this whole time, and a double clothesline gives a moment of reprieve to Danny Blaze if he can make a tag. So close yet so far from his corner. And from primetime Tommy Johnson, the nearer man. Yeah, Danny, you just got to turn your head there. Danny Blaze in a world of hurt, but he makes the tag. Here comes prime time. The veteran of this tag team. The locker room leader of all of the MDWA, primetime Tommy Johnson. With the fireman's carry. No, I think he got raked in the eyes. And now all 3 men putting the offense to prime time. H5 ready to break it up. That was not needed, but look, there's H5 with a big spear. And 2 more men to take out with a big clothesline. H5 still with all of the size and tenacity to be doing it on the gridiron, doing it here in an MDWA ring, outside of the ring right now. Leaving an opening here. Danny Blaze attacked from behind with that chair. Oh, and that's it. Referee saw it, and that's it. He's calling for the bell. This one's over. Wasn't ever even about winning a match. Attacking Danny Blaze right in front of the referee, and now it's just a mugging. Bell ringer going crazy, but clearly these hired hands, these hitmen of the Bradford Exchange, clearly are not here to win a match. They're here to hurt the MDWA champion, Danny Blaze. Is this what Lucius had in mind all along, telling Danny Blaze to go about his business and he'd see him later? Is this later? Hey, we've got some help out here for Danny. He's a popular guy. Danny Blaze has friends and the cavalry is here. Crazy X in the ring now. King Kong Coleman in the ring. and a sign of respect between X and Danny Blaze, who holds his championship up high. We've not seen the end of these issues between these two groups, and yeah, Lethal Lucius out here acting real tough now. Not the way that Danny Blaze wanted to do it, but it is a victory nonetheless. And eventually, the Bradford Exchange and Lethal Lucius are going to have to answer to the MDWA champion, Danny Blaze.
Exactly, like you said, prime time. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And when the five of us, you guys don't know what you're messing with.
Danny Blaze standing tall with the MDWA championship on his shoulder.